Hello and welcome back to Freedom United News. I'm Mr. Parker and this is the lobby footage from the Dalton Police Department of the day I got arrested on April 4th, which was a Friday. Now, with that being said, we have audio, which is good because usually we don't get that type of thing on a video like this, which is very awesome. Now, I went up here for a video to an open records request that I had put in. I kind of felt like there was something wrong when Lt Jason Thompson actually called me, because he literally sent in the email everything I needed and basically said that it was completed. But he called me early that morning and basically stated that he had some more video evidence that I could come up and pick up. He'd have to download it as soon as I got there, which seemed off to me, and I knew it was off. I knew something was up, but I try to give police officers the benefit of the doubt, which this day I probably shouldn't have. I should have probably just waited and went to the next superior court when they were in session and dealt with it there instead of spending 4.5 days in jail. However, I'm glad I did, because I found out that the Whitfield County Jail is eat up in black mold. The building has water damage all throughout the ceilings in some of the pods that are upstairs above another pod, and that inmates are literally sleeping on paper-thin mats when they have tons of brand new Bob Barker sleeping mats in boxes that they've had for months, if not a year or so. So it makes no sense to me why that's going on there. So I'm glad this actually happened, because that needed to be brought to light. That jail is falling apart. And the surprise that the employees are still working there, breathing that stuff in. You can faintly smell it in the lobbies in the Whitfield County Courthouse. So the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department's jail and in their courthouse inside. And here's where the fun begins. Let's watch away.
John Edwards.
In a moment, you'll see how several officers surround me. Again, I kind of knew this was going to happen.
Unfortunately, you got to look for this. For what? Account. Where? Where in the church? From the here. For what? Where's it here for sleep? Because I never got this. So I can take all my stuff to my car. What's up? I mean, I've got all my rings, I've got my phone, I've got my necklace. So what do you have? I figured it was something like that.
Now Reyes here puts on the cuffs, and they put them on so tight that my wrists go numb before I even get to the jail. My arm went limp for like 3 hours. The numbness in my arm didn't go away for a minute.
So why didn't you tell me you had a video for me when that's what it was? Listen, bro, you don't know if I told you got an arrest warrant? No, you told me over the phone that I had a video that you had for me. Well, my else to get you here to arrest you? I figured as much. Thank you. Okay, the picture was not. You just have a copy. You don't have the original thing. Okay, there you go. Read it. So you're going to take that and take it like an accident?
right here, with that being said, this is Jason Thompson. He is a lieutenant. He is the one that called me early that morning and basically told me what he told me to get me up there so that they could arrest me. In their policy, when they take the polygraph test before they're hired on, they are sworn under this polygraph test to always tell the truth and never to be dishonest in their job. It is per their policy that they take this polygraph. Now, with that said, he violated his own policy by lying to me like that. Now, note, in the state of Georgia, the cops are allowed to lie to you, which makes absolutely no sense because they're supposed to uphold the Constitution and everything that we stand for with that Constitution and the Bill of Rights. They're supposed to uphold our rights. They serve us. They're supposed to be there for us. But as you can see, they never are. Now, again, when he put those cuffs on, he did slide a finger inside of the cuff. But when he did that, they tightened up. I don't know if he realized that they were not locked on the one side or if they weren't locked on both sides. I have no clue. They were behind my back. But my shoulder width is so stagnant and built that, like, it cut my circulation off bad. I explained in one of the videos when everything stopped, basically. It was just a complete shit show. Now, with that being said, I'm doing this video series to show everyone in Whitfield County, Georgia, how corrupt our system is. These officers, all of them, conspired against me to get this done. Now, all of this backtracks to that one speeding ticket that I was telling you guys about in an earlier video. From that point to the court date when it was rescheduled to the following court date when I was kicked out, this is all together. Now, all this township from Cohutta and Dalton, they're all in the same county. Now, all these officers know each other. I have complaint forms on almost the entire Cohutta Police Department, and I have several on the police department here in Dalton. Now, with that being said, this is where it gets fun. I don't know exactly what they were thinking or what they were doing, but they conspired against me with this. They can say they didn't all they want to, but as you can see through the video series, it all lines up. If you stay with me on this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's continue. And as you can see, it's not wanting to play. And that's what I was trying to tell Thompson earlier in an email, that it did not want to play. Like, it'll play to a certain point and then it'll stop. It'll play to a certain point, then it'll stop. I had to bust out my old computer to get this going. I got enough of it right now that I don't need anymore. You basically got the gist of it, and I'll save this on my drive here for a later time. But as you can see, I wasn't playing when I stated that they are a corrupt department, as well as the Cohutta Police Force. I'm not very sure on the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office just yet, but I'm pretty sure they're just the same. But we'll get there in time. With that being said, guys, thanks for showing up. Thanks for tuning in. Make comments, like, share, get this out there, because the people must know how bad it is getting. Like I stated before, it's not just law enforcement. It goes deeper than that, and it goes further than that. It goes from cops to judges to DAs to attorneys, prosecutors. It goes on and on and on. So with that being said, let's keep it up and let's take the fight to them the legal way. As always, record every encounter with law enforcement and get complaint forms, get copies, do your open records request, get copies. Make sure you get everything you need to take the fight to them, because if you don't, they will take you for everything you got. Remember that. And again, see you next time.